Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for supporting me. I really do appreciate you watching these videos. It makes it all worthwhile and hopefully you will find them useful. This one is entitled Don't Give Up. Okay, so I did consider giving up flying. I struggle with numbers. I'm not very strong on mental arithmetic, so calculating the direction and the variances for the crosswind circuits and landings I found quite challenging. And one of the other issues is with pressures of work and weather in the UK. I hadn't flown for almost 8 weeks, and I really felt quite nervous going back to flying again. And I wondered whether I would actually get the chance to fly regularly enough to make that consolidated progress with the lessons. So a couple of things that helped me and maybe will help you. So first off, talk to somebody in my life. My wife is very supportive, but I also spoke with my instructor and talked through the calculations first, and he was saying that there are some algorithms around conversions for, say, kilograms to pounds and what have you, that you can actually get more clear in your mind and it will make the calculations much easier. I also spoke about the exams. It's 40 odd years since I've done any exams, and I was struggling to learn the air law. And we talked through some ways that revision might be a little bit easier. Practice test books, breaking it down into constituent parts. And finally, I reflected on how and why I could get more support from the instructor. So asking a little bit more about the detail, being clearer about where I was a bit nervous, being thinking through the lesson, and then following up at the beginning of the next lesson, asking specific questions about things that I wasn't sure about. So pitot heat is a good example. Initially, when I started flying, the pitot heat always had to be on for takeoff, and then the process changed whilst I was away between flights. And so keeping up with those technical log details online, and then asking and making sure we have that check-in before the flight has made it all much clearer and much more straightforward. Second thing, I suggest, and that's what happened to me, I reflected on why. So why was I learning to fly in the first place? So the reason I am learning to fly is make me have to stand up to a particular challenge, to challenge my grey matter, to challenge my ability, and to give me something that is a challenge. And so give up when it becomes a little bit challenging would be a little bit pointless. Now, you could say, what do you want from flying? Do you want to enjoy flying? Well, I think it's important that you enjoy flying, but do you want to have to enjoy every single lesson and find them not challenging? Well, that would be pointless, as I say. So if enjoyment is your only motivation, then I think you're going to lose motivation. But if you focus on the fact that that challenge is what motivates you, in some ways, the more challenging the lessons are, the more you're going to be motivated. It certainly helps for me anyway. And the last thing, I reflect on how much I've already invested. I've invested 16 lessons, so that's not cheap. I have made good progress, got 2 circuits, but also my headset, bag, logbook, high-vis vest, the petrol tester, you name it. There's a whole raft of equipment that I've invested in that would be wasted if I were to think about giving up now. So I got past that initial period of doubt, and I flew again. I flew some circuits in the next lesson. It went really well. Certainly the takeoff and the circuit itself, more work needed on the landing, but that gave me that extra confidence. It meant that I could get back into enjoying the lesson, and it also reminded me that it is a real challenge, and challenge is good for you. I hope that was helpful. That's all I've got for you in this video. If you liked it, please like it. If you want to be notified when videos are uploaded, please subscribe and leave any comments. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll catch you next time.